Well, here we are. All of our hard work, effort, anguish, tears, sweat, and joy have come down to this. We are getting ready to do the final mission in XCOM Enemy Unknown. Now, before we get started here, caveat, I should probably add, I've done this mission off camera, so I shouldn't be surprised by what we get, but this is a very, very difficult mission, and I would not be surprised if our squad ends up failing. And because this is Iron Man, if our squad ends up failing, I'm gonna go for the assault here. If our squad ends up failing, that's really bad news, of course. However, I do have an off-camera save that is just before the actual event here, so I should be able to go back into that off-camera save, do the final mission, and record it if this one, for whatever reason, goes terribly wrong. But for now, is this how I want it set up? I think it is. These are all my most powerful units. Although, do we want two snipers, or do we want as an assault instead of this sniper? I just want to check out his abilities quickly. If I click on that instead of loadout, that would be nice. You know, let's go with two snipers. They're going to be very beneficial in this mission. Obviously, Colonel FIZZLEBEEF is going to become Death Destroyer of Worlds, and we're going to see if, by the off chance, we actually have a chance for success here. So let's begin assault. There's going to be a lot of talking on this mission, except for right now when our advisor apparently is not going to say shit. But be prepared to hear some voices inside our heads. Alright, so for the most part, I'm probably gonna talk over this guy. But I just wanted you to get a feel for the fact that, you know, there's this alien inside our head right now. So I know how this mission goes. This is kind of unlike other XCOM missions in that like all the enemy placements are pretty much predetermined. So I think I should be able to follow the pattern that I did off camera and turn out okay here. I think we want to dash in like this, and we should discover a sectoid commander as well as two sectoids in here, which is not so bad. And then what we're gonna do, so I did that dash just to basically get vision on them, and then we are gonna start sending people in here that will hopefully be able to take shots at them. That's a dash, really? That will hopefully be able to, you know, get vision and take shots at them. Indeed, we do have roll FIZZLEBEEF for the 55% chance here, but can he actually get a mind control off? What's mind control? That's 8 on our keyboard here. 50% chance. You know, that's maybe kind of worth it. Although, we can also show up the sweet new ability, Rift, which I can do right here, and it just creates a devastating psionic storm. So if I drop this on our sectoid commander, that should do a decent amount of damage. So we got that for using the psi armor and using the Golub chamber, I believe. So we're going to see if Panagakos has a shot. He does indeed. 73% chance on this sectoid. We're going to take that for sure. And that's going to be a guaranteed kill. The main problem with this mission that represents like a serious issue for us is the fact that I wonder if I can see him if I come down here. I've never taken this path before. We cannot, but I wonder if like a single grenade. Nah, maybe not. Let's come down here instead. We are seriously lacking with respect to supports, and that's a big problem, as you might expect. We basically have one support that does, or that has 3 medkits that do 6 healing each. When I did this mission off camera, I had a hard time with it. I had 3 supports, each one of them had 3 medkits that did 10 healing each. So we're just gonna move our snipers over here. I realized they're still gonna be out of range, but mostly I just wanted to make sure that they were protected as well. So let's see what this sectoid commander chooses to do. It'll probably be mind control or just a shot. I hope it's just a shot. Nah, he's gonna do mind control on this dude. But it doesn't matter, because we're gonna kill him next turn anyway, so the mind control is actually maybe better than a shot. because it represents the fact that, you know, we won't take any damage, presumably, if we are able to actually kill the sectoid commander here, which should be, like, extremely possible. What is our odds with Mind Fray? 80%? What's our shot odds? 47. Well, we're going to use Mind Fray. Chris Angel's Mind Fray. That worked. So that makes our support up there available to shoot again, I think. Yes, we can use him on this turn, or her. 96% chance to kill this sectoid. Beautiful. Okay, so everybody is okay. Nobody's been hit yet, which is actually better than I did when I did this mission off camera. And we're just going to move over here in the hopes that maybe we discover these sectoids, which was exactly how that shit went down. And these should be the last sectoids we fight here, although I think we might actually have to deal with some cyber discs, unfortunately. So I'm actually just going to move my snipers up here to this advanced position. And maybe we'll... Is there a place I can move here that's safe without having to dash? I guess not. So we're just going to get behind this. I've never sent somebody down here before, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me, but we should be okay. So yes, we are going to move this guy over here, and I'm just hoping that the cyber discs, they might come on this turn, but I'm hoping that they don't actually get a chance to shoot on this turn. That would be a big problem for me if they could, like, launch some grenades at this collective of 3 here. So see how these guys do. We do have some overwatch from our sectoids here. I think, yes, this is the creation of the cyber discs. So hopefully we're actually able to see these guys with our snipers. Start with Loki, who has a 95% chance to hit this. And the snipers are so valuable in this mission, you'll see why as we get further and further along. By the way, this is a very long mission. Do not be surprised if this episode ends up getting cut into... Oh, none of these guys have double taps. That's a problem. Do not be surprised if this episode gets chopped up into 2 episodes, actually. It's not me trying to be a money-grubbing dick. It's just because this could be, like, literally an hour and 10-minute long episode, which is kind of outside of the normal amounts. We're gonna... The reason I'm going into cover here and doing overwatches is because I know there's other cyber discs, so I'm just waiting for this. I know that FIZZLEBEEF actually has double damage. He has the heat ammunition, so he does double damage against robots, so we might as well take some cracks at this. 9 damage is pretty good. You can do as much as 20 if you're lucky. Panagakos is also a heavy, so we should probably move him over here and give him a chance to take out the cyber disc. The other enemies are just going to be drones, which doesn't bother me at all. And the thing I like about having so many heavies is that we really... Oh, that was a big miss, Panagakos. That's a problem. We really have... And we're going to move up a little bit more. I could kill both of the sectoids, but I think it's much more valuable for us to take a good crack at this cyber disc here. Whatever, take the shot. See if I care, Mr. Sectoid. Big miss. Yeah, the heavies are valuable because I think I've taken all of my heavies with the robot destroying armor. But beyond that, please tell me this hits. Excellent. That's going to kill the drone too, I think. Yes, indeed. But beyond that, they also have, like, between 2 and 3 rockets each, 1 shredder and up to 2 normal rockets each. I'm actually, like, very far behind on this run in terms of technology as to the run I was at when I did, when I was doing it off camera. Like, there's actually a plasma rocket launcher which homes. So as long as you have, like, a long hallway and vision, you can, like, just drop a rocket basically as far as you want and around corners and stuff if you have to as well. So we do have more shots here with our snipers. Should be able to kill both of these sectoids at once with this 100% chance to hit. I would be very surprised if that didn't work out. So both of these guys are going to die, and that is what I would basically consider the first wave of this mission. And it's gone exceptionally well. Usually I do end up taking a little bit of damage, but believe me, the hardest stuff is yet to come. There is no rest on this mission. Like, every enemy that you have previously hated throughout the game will be here because every single enemy throughout the game is here. So, in having done this, I believe there is the potential for me to, like, split my squad up and go in different directions. But I don't really do that. Instead, I like to send everybody out through the same door here. I'm not sure if this is the ideal circumstance, but this is how I've done it. The other thing that made my off-camera squad so much better, and, you know, if things go incredibly poorly, you might get a chance to see my off-camera squad. But the thing that made them so much better is that the entire squad was colonels, and there's this great ability for the sniper colonels called the double tap, which basically means, I think it has a cooldown of like 2 turns or 1 turn, but if you take a shot, if you take a turn and the only moves on your turn are shooting, like you don't do like a move and shoot or anything like that, you can actually take 2 shots per turn. So with headshot, you can like have an enemy, let's say you have like a sectopod, you can do headshot, which if you're lucky might get a critical, and then you get to take another regular shot afterwards. So you can easily end up doing like 25 damage to a single enemy in a single turn, which is crazy. And I loved it. Sadly, we do not have any Colonel Snipers here. I believe we have 2 Majors, or 1 Major, 1 Captain, which is okay. I mean, Snipers are still going to do a ton of damage for us, but it certainly could get better. So what we're going to do here is just stack up our guys at the wall here. The reason I've got Roll FIZZLEBEEF so close is because I want him to be able to use his Mind Freak abilities. Which is good, because, like, really, he's going to be our principal player in this game we're playing right here. I think if we put Loki here, he should be able to get a shot next turn, provided the enemies come out in the same way that they always do. What was I going to say? Oh, the other condition for this mission is that, what's his name? Yeah, Roll FIZZLEBEEF cannot die. If he dies, the mission fails. And, you know, that if we get to the end, that will make complete sense, whereas it probably doesn't right now. So, my entire squad is still alive and no one's been hit, which is exceptionally important, considering we only have 3 medkit usages. Expect to see somebody die over the course of this mission, would be my guess. You know, we're gonna have to deal with more than like 5 sectopods and a couple cyber discs, that's for sure. So we have floaters and heavy floaters here. Can we drop a fat-ass Mind Rift on this one back here? Yes, we can. So let's do that. By the way, if you're wondering, the Northernlion, why are you talking over the alien? I hate to talk over the story, but this alien kind of pisses me off. He's just constantly talking, and what he's talking about, in case you want the background knowledge, is that, you know, implying basically that the aliens have been involved in some kind of, you know, genetic engineering or, you know, experimentation to try to discover the perfect, like, most powerful being. This is a theme that's been throughout the game. You know, you always hear Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Shen like, we are pushing the boundaries of human evolution. I don't know what makes us human and what makes us evil anymore. And okay, I get it. You're laying on the theme a little bit heavy here, but I appreciate it. And that theme, of course, is coming to a head right now. So, having killed the floaters, or the floater and the heavy floater, prepare yourself to deal with like 6 more of those guys as we come in through here. So we're just gonna dash everybody in. You might be saying, Northernlion, don't dash! Hey, jerk bags. Sorry, I was struggling to come up with my own curse word there. Hey, jerk bags! I've done this mission before, so I know exactly where the enemies are. In fact, I've done this mission 3 times. First time, I failed it. This is my off-camera save, of course. Second time, I was at like the very end of the mission, and XCOM crashed, and because I was not playing an Iron Man game, it didn't auto-save constantly. So, I actually had to do the whole mission from the start, and I saved like every single time I took a turn. But then I finally completed it, so I know what's going on here. I've got the experience necessary to do what needs to be done here. So we are going to take these guys, and we're just going to shift them over a little bit. Because we should get vision. That's exactly what I was thinking. And I'm hoping that our snipers are going to be able to take them out if Janet Cunningham somehow suffers from some kind of inability to shoot. Our percentages are really good, and I think that, oh, Janet Cunningham! I think that's a product of our, actually, you know what? I'm not going to use headshot yet. Just regular shot is all that's necessary. I think it's a product of our, like, plasma weapons, as well as the fact... Where's our other sniper? Yeah, he's got a shot. As well as a product of the fact that, you know, these guys are leveled up, and this map is... Come on! This map is fairly wide open, so it's easy enough to see where things are. Roll FIZZLEBEEF might be able to get a shot in here. No, what a scumbag. So we'll just put him on Overwatch. How about you, Panagakos? What if I put you right over here? Yes, indeed. You do have a flank shot, actually. 73. Don't let me down here. Thank you. Now, I think we may actually have a number of chrysalises come in. So we're just going to put everybody on Overwatch for a while. Yes, here we go. Oftentimes, this guy decides to be a dick and just spawn 3 chrysalises. But honestly, with our loadout, that's not too bad. Let's see what Hulk can do here. 85% chance, and it might kill, actually, if it hits. Alright, indeed it does. So we know our heavies are super strong here. We're not going to take her second move just yet, because we don't know how this is going to work out. But we're going to take a headshot on this chrysalis here. 84% chance to hit, and that'll do it. Again, this is why our snipers are so powerful. I think we're just going to have her reload. And we're going to have everyone else go into Overwatch, because that other chrysalis is going to come for us very soon. And things go very wrong very quickly if that chrysalis starts to actually be able to hit us. So we're just going to, you know, take matters into our own hands. And I'd say we're about halfway through the second wave right now, with respect to the enemies that we're going to be dealing with. So let's just, for now, I need to reload, and it's almost OCD for me that not all of my guys are reloaded. It feels very wrong, but it's okay. We're just going to wait here. I promise you that this Overwatch will pay off. Every single time I've done this mission, I've just sat here, and lucky for me, the aliens have found it, you know, in their hearts to actually generously just run into my parade of Overwatchers. So let's put this guy on Overwatch, and we'll see if the Chrysalis makes his way over here on this turn. 1 Chrysalis versus 6 squad members doesn't worry me too much. Again, I assure you, very soon, we will reap the benefit for having sat here for a long time. The problem is I don't want to send just one dude out, there we go, to deal with the Chrysalis, because I worry about the fact that, you know, he could turn him into a zombie or something. Those are 2 big misses, but our snipers might get shots now, which is really what I was thinking about. Oh, well, 4 people have shots now. Let's see about this. He should not escape this. Here come the sniper shots. We missed on both of the heavies. Both snipers missed. That's 6 missed Overwatches. That is fucking crazy. But hopefully on our shot here, we have a better chance. Come on. Oh my god, he didn't get a chance to shoot. We are the luckiest people alive. Okay, let's see. Roll FIZZLEBEEF's got to have something good for us here. Mind control, mind rift. Why don't we just take a shot here? Because we should get 2 chances at 78% damage. There we go. Okay, everyone's happy again. Second wave still going on here. Not quite over yet. Let's just boot ourselves up here with respect to our ammunition. And everyone was pretty low on ammo, especially after that incredibly failed Overwatch. So this is a good idea for us, I would say. And we'll go back to Roll FIZZLEBEEF, who does not need more ammo. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to make some movements up onto this ledge right here. Because I know that this is where the next element, the next wave to a certain extent is going to be. But this is like Section 2. Section 2 is not quite over yet, but thank the Lord, if we beat this mission, that's the last time we'll ever see chrysalises. So let's everybody give them a round of applause. Woo! Chrysalises, thanks for playing this game. You represent one of my most hated enemies. And I remember back when I started XCOM, like those 10 videos or 6 videos I recorded on the first day. When I finally got the chrysalises, I was like, nothing will ever get harder than this. And now I'm one-shotting them and basically begging them to I don't want to say begging them to come. It kind of sends the wrong message. But you get the idea. So that has been very easy for us. By the way, we do have battle scanners, at least on one of our snipers, maybe on both. But we're saving those because there's 2 very important points in this mission where those battle scanners are going to come very much in handy. So we're just going to get everybody up here very quickly. No, we're not going to do any dashing yet. We can send the sniper up that way, but first things first, let's just send Hulk up here. And actually, we might dash Hulk up to, like, this area right here, which may give us vision on the next wave of enemies. Or may not, you know, what do I know? Let's send our sniper. Well, if I send our sniper up here, we'll definitely have vision. So why not just send her right here for now? Oh, you know what? Let's wait a turn and then see if things work out. Okay. This is Cunningham, who is our support. We'll just put her over here, and we're going to put everybody on Overwatch just in case this exact situation happens. So, she's got a 76% chance to hit. She missed one of those very recently, but got that one, which is okay. I'm just listening to the alien here. I think we're on to the next wave. Well, it's not really the next wave, but I think we're about to introduce ourselves to some enemies that we're very familiar with, but maybe have not seen in a little while at least. But that's weird. Usually there's 2 heavy floaters there, or 2 regular floaters, not just 1. So I'm a little bit weirded out by what's going on there, but hey, you know, what happens happens. We're gonna send Loki up here, and again, do we have 2 battle scanners? He's got 2, but does I guess I'm asking if we have 4 battle scanners. Does other dickbag here, what's his name, have battle scanners? Palai? Yes, okay, we do have 4 battle scanners. That's really good, actually. We're gonna send Roll FIZZLEBEEF in here. Dude is basically supremely overpowered against these guys. Oh, wow, I didn't expect that other one to just run away. I've never seen that happen before. Usually they just get, like, right next to each other. And we cannot drop... We can drop, like, a rift, but we're not gonna hit both of them, so we might as well just, you know, do things the old oh no, maybe we should just do the Mind Fray ability, which is going to give us a 100% chance to hit here. And we might just want to move other people up and put them on Overwatch, because I really don't want to get poisoned. I'm enjoying the fact that we have not used a single medkit yet, and I want to keep it that way. I suppose it's possible. I mean, we could be pretty confident with where the Thin Man is, so like a single grenade like this might work, but I think we're just a little bit too far away to make that work. And we're going to move our snipers over here, where they may have a shot, but they're probably going to be useless for at least the next couple of turns, just due to the geography of the level here. I'm going to send Janet Cunningham over here, again, just in case we get a shot on the alien, which we appear not to, but I'll have her Overwatch. Very tempting to have her reload, but we're not going to waste our abilities like that. And I'm just going to keep our Giannis Panagakos here back a little bit on Overwatch. Oh, he can't Overwatch because he dashed, and we're going to dash Loki up as well. Because there's more Thin Men than the ones that are just in front of us. There's usually one on, like, the catwalks beside us as well. So what's this guy? How did he get there but without me seeing him? Don't poison. The shot's fine. I'll take that 2 damage. Much better than, like, all 4 of these guys getting poisoned. What do we have here? 45% chance to hit. How is that possible? 50% chance to hit. Well, these are going to add up. They don't have to add up, actually. But we are going to have everybody Overwatch or reload if necessary. This is actually kind of a waste of a turn. I guess I didn't need to do this, but I just wanted everyone to be prepared for the fact that on the next turn we're going to shift over to the left and right and hopefully get some shots on the Thin Man there quickly. So let's send FIZZLEBEEF over here. He should see a Thin Man down here. Indeed he does. Don't run through the door, you dingo! Oh, that's a pain in the ass. He's still got a shot, apparently. Just kill him, yes. That makes my life so much easier. You have no idea. Otherwise, we were going to have to deal with him. At the same time, we dealt with some real assholes when we go through this door. Alright, so everyone, we're just going to Overwatch for a second. And I think there's got to be a better way to go through this door than the way I normally do it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make that work. So what we're actually going to do, first things first, well, I guess we should send Roll FIZZLEBEEF to reload, but we're going to wait and make sure we don't accidentally trigger the enemies first. So we're going to send Charlie West, like, up here. In the hopes that on the next turn he'll be in a proper position to shoot these assholes that we're gonna see. Same thing with what's his name? Yes, Krishna Pillai. We're gonna send her like up here in the hopes that maybe she can get a better shot, actually, to be honest with you. Because I believe we're facing against some historic assholes fairly soon. We're just gonna post up against this door first, though. And Roll FIZZLEBEEF should probably... We'll move him up and then reload. And this might be where we get the opportunity to see mind control working. Panagakos will send up here. And remember, I'm trying not to use my rockets very much. Because I want to save those, because we're going to be dealing again with some serious pains in the asses as we get forward and forward on this mission. But for now, we're okay. This is going to be our breaching here. What I might want to do is just move Loki up. Just again in the hopes that he has a better shot on the next turn. And we could actually maybe, because we have so many battle scanners, why not just toss a battle scanner like deep in here? I can't throw it far enough is the problem. How about Pillai? Can Pillai get a good throw here? It's better. We might as well try it. Again, we have battle scanners to burn basically because of the fact that I have 4 of them. When I did this off camera, I only had 2, and I had to ration them very much so. Here we're gonna get vision. We can see the berserker that is gonna be here, but nothing else. But that might be enough for Loki to take a shot. It's not. Well, this is interesting. I guess we're just gonna go in and see what happens, basically. So let's send Janet Cunningham in first. These guys are all gonna have grenades. Of course, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of mutons here. So just prepare yourself for the fact that this is probably gonna be when we're gonna take damage. Obviously, that berserker's a problem, but the good thing is, if we shoot the berserker, he might actually come within range of our snipers. Obviously, Janet Cunningham, probably not looking so hot right now, but... Oh, come on, you're not in range of the snipers? How is that possible? That's bad planning on my part to a certain extent. Okay, first things first. I think we need FIZZLEBEEFy here. He can use Rift, which is important. Now, let's just see if he can get in range to use it. Because if he drops a Rift, like, right... He can't... Oh, there's no 9 ability now. Why is this not working is the real question. Can he drop one over here? There must be a range on it, and he's like just outside of the range or something. And he can't use any of his other abilities, which is a serious problem here. So I guess we're just going to drop him into some cover. I cannot stress enough the fact that this is not going to work right now. I'm trying. It is really bad. We could do it with hurting our teammate, but that probably... Oh, there we go. We got at least one here. And that's going to do some damage. It might kill both of these Mutons. Oh, that might hit the Berserker as well. So we're going to take that. Not going to try to fuck around with it anymore. Oh, man, that's good. That is some good stuff right there. So this Berserker's probably going to be pissed. He might actually come up for us now. And again, we're getting that weird Berserker lag issue, but that's not me, that's the game. I've had people tweet me and say they're having the same issue. So we'll see what Cunningham is capable of doing here. My name is Richie Cunningham, and this is my wife, Oprah. We're going to see if now our snipers are in range, because really I was banking on those guys to do a ton of damage. But I think they're still going to be outside of range, which is crazy. I guess I've already taken the turn with the one douchebag. Okay, so we want to kill this guy on this turn, obviously. We also want to get behind cover. I think this might be the happy medium right here. Yeah, we'll stand here. 67%. That's actually fairly low, but we're going to get the kill regardless. So now there's only 2 Mutons, and we haven't taken any damage. This is largely due to Roll FIZZLEBEEF being, you know, the man we all want to be. Why our sniper can only dash in this far is beyond me. But, you know, I guess we have to deal with the cards that were dealt. And we may actually want to toss a grenade down here into Muton City, where the grass is green and the Mutons are ugly as sin, in the hopes that at the very least this will destroy his cover, cause him to move out a little bit, and maybe do some damage. Yeah, it did 3 damage. It's not a lot. And we're going to take some damage this turn in all likelihood, unless these Mutons have the worst aim of all time, or alternatively, do like 3 blood calls or something. But I expect to take some damage. Maybe some grenades will come in here. Alright, that's a good start. 1 miss is big. The less damage we take, the better, of course. This girl's probably gonna get hit now, though. Yeah. That hurts like a motherfucker. But that's our first basic need to use a med kit. So that's pretty good considering where we are in the game. Let's see what she's got. 46, 46. I don't like that at all. Sniper's still got nothing. Panagakos. You gotta work with me here a little bit, buddy. We're gonna send you down here. These guys should not have overwatches. So with 82% chance, should be an easy kill on this Muton. Now the only problem is getting in there to get the kill on the second Muton. And again, I can't believe our fucking snipers are so... Oh, you know why he can't move in? It's because this jerkbag right here, yeah, Hulk is blocking the path for him. No vision, again, blows my mind. So you know what? We're using grenades. The reason I'm using these grenades more liberally than usual is because A, we have a ton of heavies, so we have a lot of grenades on the field right now. And B, we don't really have any use for these grenades, I hate to say. Are we panicked or something? I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, like these grenades only do 3 damage each. The most useful part of them is actually just being able to destroy the cover. Still only 46%. So in order to ensure that this Muton dies, we're going to move ourselves down into a position where we're capable of like getting a much higher percentage chance. Good. So now that these Mutons are gone, that will mark the end of what I would consider, you know, like the 3rd wave of enemies. And one of the more difficult ones. I mean, as you saw, we did take a little bit of damage there. So let's overwatch ourselves. I have to say, though, I think this mission might be easier than other missions on repeat plays because, you know, the positions of enemies are not randomized or, like, procedurally generated or anything. It's very obvious where the enemies are going to be. So if I'm going to do a, if I'm going to split this into 2 episodes, which I think I'm going to have to do because it's going to be so long. I've heard that before. We are going to probably cut the episode right here would be my guess. So let me just do something so during the editing process I know where I am. I'll just go like, ah! Hubba dubba dubba, hubba dubba dubba. What can I say? It's a primitive operation here at Northernlion Inc. But now I'll look at the audio track and be like, what the fuck happened there? All right. That's where I should stop the episode. But